Hi there, I'm B.B. King. You know, I've always loved the harmonica. And now I'd like to introduce you to a gentleman who can really teach you how to play. His name is Jon Gindick, and he is the world's foremost instructor on the blues harmonica. Hi, John. How are you?
Baby. This is a real treat. You know, I learned to play the harmonica jamming with your records. But if you want to learn to play the harmonica, come on to my studio. First, let's jam a little.
What do you say? All right.
Where you start is with your harmonica. You need a model that has 10 holes, is just about this size, and is in the key of C. Now notice that the holes are numbered 1 through 10. If I say to draw on hole number 4, well, I mean to suck on hole number 4. If I say to blow on hole number 4, well, that means to blow on the hole that has the number 4 above it. Now, this is an interactive tape. You're not allowed just to stand there and watch. You have to play along. So pull out your C harmonica, hold it with the numbers facing up, and put it in your mouth. Blow on holes 1, 2, 3, and 4, all at the same time. Draw on holes 1, 2, 3, 4 at the same time. Go back and forth from blow to draw, blow to draw. Now, if it sounds like this, if the harmonica seems to be resisting you, well, your lips are too tight. You need to relax your lips and your jaw. You want to get a tone that makes the harmonica sound like a church organ. Try getting this by clenching the harmonica between your teeth without your hands. Make the air so it moves through your harmonica effortlessly as you blow and draw. Tonguing. Now, one of the techniques I want to show you is tonguing. Say ta, 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 ta. Feel where your tongue taps on the roof of your mouth. Now whisper it. Try it on both the blow and the draw with just your breath. Now tonguing enables you to stop and start the sounds of your harmonica very quickly with a great deal of rhythm. So getting a nice easy blow and then a draw on your harmonica, try tonguing. Remember, it's this simple. Your tongue can be a great rhythm instrument. Use it. Get familiar with it. Straight harp and cross harp. There's two basic styles of harmonica playing, straight harp and cross harp. Straight harp accents the blow notes of your harmonica, and it's great for playing old melodies like Amazing Grace. Another great straight harp melody is Old Folks at Home. Now, cross harp is the other style. It's the style of the blues, and it sounds like this. The cross harp accents the draw notes of your harmonica because these are the notes that you wail and that you warble on. These are the notes that give your harmonica power, the draw notes. And when you play cross harp, you don't play individual songs so much as play riffs, bluesy patterns of notes that will always fit in with jazz or country or blues music. I'll be teaching you your first blues riffs soon. Playing single notes. Now, one of the most important skills in blues harmonica is the ability to play one note at a time, to make it sound rich and to make it sound clear. You do this by puckering, by pushing your lips out and forming a hole that's higher than it is wide. Now go ahead and pucker and draw on hole number 4. 4, draw. Tuck the corners of your cheeks in towards your teeth to get this narrow hole. Notice how far over my lips go onto the harmonica. This is no time to be dainty. Really kiss your harmonica. Stick the harp well between your puckered and relaxed lips. Try it on 3 blow. Go from 3 blow to 4 draw. Now, if you sound like this, your lips are too tight. Push them out and relax them. Make your lips kind of flabby, like a fish mouth. And then put them well over the plates of the harmonica. This is no time to be shy. Now, if it sounds like this, well, then your lips are too wide. Tuck the corners of your cheeks and of your lips in towards your teeth as you push your lips out. Practice this going from 3 blow to 4 draw. No one gets to the single note right away, so be patient with yourself and get it so it sounds rich and clear. It's one of the most important skills of harmonica playing. First jam. Now while you practice your single notes on holes 3 and 4, I'd like to show you how well these 2 notes will work throughout the entire chord progression. So pucker up and play a 3 blow with me while I play guitar and harmonica with you. Come on, 3 blow. You can't make a mistake playing 3 blow. Now try it on 4 draw. It's a safe note. Now, as I hope you can hear, these 2 notes, 3 blow and 4 draw, will always work no matter what chord I'm playing as long as I follow the basic chord progression. That's why I call them safe notes, harmonizing notes, notes that will always work, notes that you can accent when you're playing cross harp. But there's another note, 4 blow, and 4 blow won't always work. Sometimes it'll clash with the music. Let me give you an example. Now, you don't want to do that when you're playing harmonica. So you accent the 3 blow and the 4 draw, and you skip lightly over the 4 blow. So now, let me play some more guitar music for you, and play along on your 3 blow and on your 4 draw. Don't forget to tongue those notes and to give them some feeling. Come on. Review. Number 1, put the harmonica in your mouth with the numbers facing up. Number 2, blow and draw gently. Get good tone, and remember, by slightly changing the shape of your lips and your mouth, you can change your tone, so don't be afraid to experiment. Number 3, tongue your notes by tapping the tip of your tongue against the roof of your mouth, as in ta, 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 ta. Number 4, get single notes on 3 blow and 4 draw by puckering, pushing your lips out. Number 5, when changing from one note to the other, do it smoothly by swiveling the harp a little bit on your lower lip. Make it sound like this. Not this. Number 6, when jamming with the guitar, 3 blow and 4 draw will never make a mistake. Number 7, tongue single notes on 3 blow and 4 draw to add feeling and rhythm to your music. Number 8, be careful not to accent the 4 blow, as it will sometimes clash with the music that you are accompanying. The up and down blues riff. Now, if 3 blow and 4 draw will always work, why not play the notes in between? 3 blow, 3 draw, 4 blow, and 4 draw. Now remember, 3 blow and 4 draw are your safe notes, so these are the notes you want to emphasize. This is the up riff. 3 blow, 3 draw, 4 blow, 4 draw. And this is the down riff going back down the scale. Let's play the up riff again. Now the riff continues on to the down part of it. Follow the arrows. 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw, 3 blow. Play the whole riff with me. If you give it a little rhythm, you have a little blues song. And remember, the notes that you want to accent are the 3 blow and the 4 draw. These are your safe notes.
Yeah, keep on practicing.
Now, there's no need to always play the riffs in the same order. For instance, you can play the up riff 3 times in a row and then play the down riff, like this. Now remember, the circled numbers mean draw and the uncircled ones mean blow. Do it with me again. Or you can play the down riff twice, then play the up riff, and end up with the down riff, like this. The important thing is to remember to accent your 4 draw and your 3 blow, and not to accent your 4 blow. Come on. going to tongue, 3 blow, and 4 draw, do a jam session using the up and the down riffs. Yeah. Jam time. Now practice playing your 3 blow, 4 draw, your up riff, and your down riff with the guitar. Remember, all these riffs and notes will work at any time. It's just up to you to put them in there like this. Try it in your own way. Yeah. Now it's my turn. Good. Yeah, sounds great. Okay. Now let's try it with a little bit faster style of music. Turn. Yeah. Come on. Again. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Keep on working at it.
How to hold your harmonica. Well, there are 3 basic ways. The first one is just to straight on hold the harmonica with one hand or the other. The other 2 ways enable you to make your harmonica talk. First way I'm going to show is for small hands. Now take your left hand, hi, I'm your left hand, and put the harmonica in so that the edge is out far enough so that you can still get your lips well over your 3 blow. Then take your right hand and cup it underneath. Try to form an airtight air chamber. Now go ahead and play 3 blow and open your hand slowly. If you have a feeling of an airtight air chamber in there, the harmonica tone should change for you. Now, if you have large hands the way I do, hold your left hand out like this and stick the harmonica right in here, right in your thumb. And then take your right hand and wrap it around, sticking the end of the harmonica against the inside knuckle of your right hand. Now bring the entire thing on up to your mouth like this, with your right hand actually curved around so that the whole 7, 8, 9, and 10 are covered up. Then when you want to play these notes later on, you can just move your hand back. You're going to want to put the inside heels of the palms of your hands against your cheeks. And you can see that the air chamber that I have beneath the harmonica is large, and my hands are relaxed. Now go ahead and give this a try and get a good single note on 3 blow. Now, by swinging open my right hand like this, I can make the harp say wah. And by fluttering my right hand very quickly, I can get a tremolo or fluttering type of sound. And then on the down riff, we'll make the 4-draw say wah and make the 3-blow flutter. Now this isn't carved in concrete. You can put the wah and the flutter in any way you want. And also, everybody's hands are different. So find a way of holding the harmonica that gets the best effects for you. Your hands are dancers, sensuous creatures who love music. So make them dance to the music that you're playing. Tension and the resolution of tension. Now imagine a river of music, and out of this river rises the harmonica. It finds a note and holds this note, creating a sense of anticipation, a sense of tension, a sense of wanting the music to continue. Can we see that on the screen? Okay, now let me play it for you, and the anticipation will come up there where those arrows are going on and off. Do you expect to hear the music keep going? Do you want to hear it go? That's a sense of tension. Now we'll head back towards the river. Let's see that on the screen. That's right. Just before we get to the river, we'll find a note and we'll hold that out, indicated by the 3 arrows pointed down. This note is just above the river, and it creates even more tension. And now I'll dip back into the river of music to resolve the tension. Let me play it all for you. That's tension. Resolution of tension. Now, when the harmonica is out of the river, wailing and warbling, it's playing a wailing note. As you take a look at this chart, you'll see that 4-draw is a wailing note. It's a safe note. It will always work, but it creates a sense of tension. Now, when the harmonica has returned to the river, it's playing a note of resolution. 3-blow is a note of resolution. It's a safe note. It will always work. Now, as you can see, 4-blow is a note that will clash, and that's why we call it a stepping stone note. You don't accent 4-blow. You play it lightly, as a rung on a ladder, between your note of resolution and your wailing note. 3-draw, when you learn to play it correctly, is a wailing note. So, create tension on wailing note 4-draw, playing the up riff. And then return to the river, creating a little bit of tension on 3-draw, your wailing note. And finally, resolving the tension on your note of resolution, 3-blow. Other riffs on holes 3 and 4. Well, now that you've worked with the up riff and the down riff, let me show you some other ways that you can use holes 3 and 4 to create tension and to resolve it. For instance, the 4-draw surprise shown here on the screen. What you do is play 4-draw, 4-blow, 3-draw. But instead of going to the 3-blow, which would resolve your musical tension, return to the 4-draw and create a sense of expectation. Now the next riff I want to show you is the 3-draw blues buster. You go from 3-blow to 3-draw to 4-blow, but instead of going right up to the 4-draw, you play your 3-draw again and then to the 4-draw, like this. Hear how bluesy that sounds? Now the standard blues riff is another great harmonica pattern. What you do is go from 4-draw to 4-blow to 3-draw. But instead of resolving at the 3-blow, you slide back up to the 4-blow, to the 3-draw, to the 3-blow. Played very slowly, it sounds like this. When you play it more quickly, you can get a smooth-sounding blues riff out of it. Holes 3 through 6. Are there other wailing notes and notes of resolution on your harmonica? There sure are. For instance, 6-blow is a note of resolution, and 6-draw is a wailing note. This lets you play the world's easiest blues riff, going from 6-draw to 6-blow. Come on and play it with me. 6-draw, creating tension, to resolving the tension on 6-blow. Now remembering that both 6-draw and 6-blow are safe notes, that they will not make a mistake, let's give them a try jamming with the guitar. You try it. 6-draw to 6-blow. Keep on working. You and me might jam together one day. Keep it up. Sooner or later. Now I want to show you one of the most important of all the blues harmonica riffs. It's called the 6-blow down. What you do is go from your 6-blow note of resolution down to 5-draw, slide the harmonica to 4-draw, to 4-blow, to 3-draw, to your note of resolution at 3-blow. It sounds like this. Now this may look like a complicated riff with lots of notes, but it really isn't. First, find your 6-blow, this note of resolution. Slide the harp to 5-draw, and while you're playing the 5-draw, continue sliding the harp to 4-draw. Then play your 4-blow, 3-draw, 3-blow. Now the blues scale down is like every other harmonica riff that I'm showing you. It will always work when jamming with blues and country guitar. Work on it for a few minutes and then meet me with the guitar. Your turn. Yeah. Sounds good. Come on. Once more. The low notes. Now, as you can see, one draw is a wailing note. It's a note that creates tension, and it will always work with the guitar. That's because it's also a safe note. Now, two blow is a stepping stone note. It won't always work with the guitar, so you skip over it, playing it like a rung on a ladder. Two draw is a note of resolution. It's a safe note, and it resolves musical tension. You can play two draw throughout an entire jam, and it will sound great. Now, two draw also happens to be the same note as three blow. The only thing is, the two draw can be a bit more difficult to play. Try your two draw. Now, lots of times, beginners who are playing the two draws will get a really poor sounding note. It might sound like this. Or, and that's because their jaws are too tight, and their lips are too tight, and their singing note hole is too small. So in order to get a good two draw, and it's pretty darn important, remember to relax your lips and relax your jaw. Now, here are some other tips on getting your two draw. Don't play with your upper lip stiff or with the harmonica in the down position like this. Instead, tilt the harmonica up like this and move everything, including the harmonica, up towards your nose. The second tip, don't force large amounts of air through your harmonica. Make it a breeze, not a tornado. Now, the third tip is to relax your jaw. Don't let the muscles of your jaw become really tightened up like this. That will surely produce a two draw that sounds like this. No, relax these muscles. The fourth tip is to get quiet with your harmonica. Go off to a quiet place and just draw the air through naturally, without resistance. Make little changes in your mouth and in your lips so that you can get that two draw to play for you, to ring for you, to be a really good note. Now, once you can get the two draw to play for you, try the good morning riff. It goes from one draw to two blow to two draw, like this. When you're able to play the two draw okay, try the good morning three draw. And the last riff coming out of the two draw good morning position is the good morning four draw. It goes one draw to two blow to two draw, to three draw, to four blow, to four draw. Now, you may not be able to play these riffs overnight, but if you work on them, I promise you, you'll be playing the good morning two draw, three draw, and four draw with the best of them. Big jam. Well, now let's take all the riffs that we've used so far and put them in with the blues harmonica jam. So here up the top of the screen, you see the up riff, the down riff, third is the four draw surprise, six draw to six blow, the good morning riff, good morning 3 draw, the good morning 4 draw, and the 6 blow down. Let's try it with a slow blues. The up riff. The down riff. 4 draw surprise. 6 draw to 6 blow. Good morning. Good morning 4 draw. Six blow down. Your turn. Yeah. Keep it simple. Oh yeah, now you're wailing. Accent those wailing notes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Bending notes. Now the next sound you hear will be entirely 4 draw. 3 draw. And 2 draw. The technique that you've been listening to is bending, in which you actually lower the sound of your note by changing the shape of your throat. Now you can only bend on the draw notes, and to bend you must first have a really good single note with your harmonica deep in your lips. So on 4 draw, put the harmonica in your mouth and get a good single note. Now, almost as though you were whistling high and then whistling low, pull that note down into your stomach. Come on. Now, if all you're doing is kind of wiggling your lips a little bit, you won't get a good bend. It'll sound like this. That's not it. Likewise with your tongue. If you wiggle your tongue, you'll get kind of a... So that's not right either. No. Compare your sound to this one. Make it an actual bend. Now, one technique or one theory that I like to use is called the wee-u approach. Without your harmonica, draw a hiss of air through your puckered lips. Make it sound like wee. And then by opening up your throat, change that sound to you. Now go from one to the other, from wee to you. On your 4 draw, try it. On the wee, the harmonica sound should be high, and on the u, well, if you're doing it correctly, the note will come down. So work with your bending. Remember, it's not a talent, it's a knack, and I know you can do it. Just don't get too frustrated and keep working at it.
Yeah, bend those notes. Put some feeling into it.
Bending notes, part 2. Now, once you can bend your 4 draw, try working it so you start the note at the bottom of the bend and then bring it up, like this. Now, a good way to get this is to start at the top of the bend, bring the bend down, and then bring the note back up. Now, this time when you do it, pause right in the middle of the bend. And there's your note. So now put that little bend at the top of the up riff. Hear how bluesy that sounds? Or you can just bend your 4 draw like this. And put that in the up riff. Now another very good note to bend is your 3 draw. In fact, if you don't bend your 3 draw, it will not sound bluesy. But if you do bend it, you have one of the most powerful blues notes that there is. Now listen to how the 3 draw up to 3 blow sounds if I don't bend the 3 draw. Now listen to when I bend it. Now, to bend the 3 draw, you break every rule that I've taught you. You manhandle that note. You suck it down deep into your guts. It's okay if it sounds a little fuzzed out or a little distorted. That's part of the blues. Now, playing the down riff, if you bend that 3 draw way down, then you'll really have a bluesy sound. And on the 3 draw and blow bent tongue boogie, just go back and forth between 3 draw and 3 blow, but really bend that 3 draw. Three draw bent, a very important blues note. Now the last bent note that I want to show you is the 2 draw. You play it bent, and then you bring it up to the unbent, pure 2 draw. In this way, you play off the note of resolution, creating tension, and then you resolve the resolution by playing the 2 draw unbent. You have to really suck that note down into your throat, down into your guts. But notice, you don't tighten up, you don't force it. Now, by using your hands with all of these bends to make the harp say wah at the same time that you're making the sound go up and down, you really get a powerful blues effect. The cross harp formula. Well, I hope you're getting a pretty good idea of how to play country and blues or cross harp harmonica. You accent the notes of resolutions and the wailing notes, and you use the stepping stone notes as rungs on a ladder between those 2 kinds of safe notes. Now, when you take your C harmonica, and if you blow on holes 1, 2, 3, 4, you play a C chord. If you draw on holes 1, 2, 3, 4 of your C harmonica, you play a G chord. To play blues harmonica or cross harp, you play your riffs on your C harmonica in the key of G. You use that draw chord and the notes that make it up as the most important notes on your harmonica. For instance, that last note that I played was holes 1, 2, 3, 4, draw. So you don't play a C harmonica in the key of C. You play it in the key of G. What you do is you ask your guitar player, well, what key are you playing in? And if your guitar player says, I'm playing in the key of A, you count up 4. A, B, C, D, and play a D harmonica. Let's see that on the screen. Good. Okay, now, if your guitar player is playing in the key of, say, D, Well, then you count up 4 steps from your D harmonica. D, E, F, G. And you play a G harmonica. Put that on up the screen, would you? Good. Now, lastly, if your guitar player is playing in the key of G, flip that on up on the screen. Then you count up 4. G, A, B, C. And play your C harmonica in the key of G. There are different keys of harmonicas. Once you've learned to play your C harmonica, well, then you can go out and buy a D or an E flat or an F harmonica, and it'll sound exactly the same, just higher or lower. That's a D harmonica. And that's a C harp. So as you learn to play, you will need to get lots of different keys of harmonicas. Now that's what I call train music. It starts off with the 4 and 5 draw train whistle. What you do is make your mouth large enough to get holes 4 and 5 draw at the same time. And use your hands to get a real locomotive type of tone on it. Now, for the sound of the train going up and down the tracks, you start off with a chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw. Play all those notes at the same time. Try that with me. And then you blow. And as you can see here on the screen, you tongue your draw chord. A ta-ta, a ta-ta. And then you blow. Get that pattern down and then just play it faster and faster and faster. And that's train music. Well, we've been through a lot of important material, certainly enough to keep you busy for a while. It's been a real delight working with you and with our special guest, B.B. King. And now for a special treat, your opportunity to jam with the legendary King of the Blues. Now remember how I told you about needing different keys of harmonicas in order to jam? On the first jam with B.B., I'll show you how to use your C harmonica to play a few riffs. On the numbers that follow, you'll need your F harmonica to jam with B.B. And so now, here is the legendary King of the Blues, B.B. King. For your F harmonica, try the up riff and the down riff. They'll all work. Come on.
they're saying. Hey, listen to the blues people. Listen to the way they're playing. Oh, that sound me like just an empty scene. Oh, and all avenue people, and all avenue, all broken dreams. Night life ain't no good life. Oh, but it's not life. Yes, it is.
Reference point that this experience is coming from.
How do you mean?
Is this just a shared nightmare, or is it really happening? Tell me, Amy. Is this in the past?
He stood outside his Hollywood Hills home. 7 months later, he's back on stage, and he's in top form. His brush with death and his amazing recovery coming up on Sonia Live.
It's Sonia, today live from New York with Dr. Sonia Friedman.
Welcome back to the second hour of our show, today from the Big Apple. This is the time of the year when many of us attempted to follow the best.
Lebanon, and there's a problem, the Palestinian problem. Those have to be cleared up, do they not?
No, they do not. All you got to do is inform the terrorist states that it doesn't pay to take American hostages. The losses outweigh the gains, and it'll stop.
Is the Hezbollah a special case? They're responsible, by my count, for the deaths of over 500 Americans. I'm talking about the Marines in Beirut. I'm talking about Pan Am 103. I'm talking about the TWA and Bobby Stedham, and I'm talking about the bombings also at the Beirut embassy. So isn't it time really to...
Iran, the Hezbollah is the claws. The heart and the head are in Tehran, okay? You go after what you can hit.
All right, let's get out. The exit question is as follows. On a probability scale of 0 to 100, 0 meaning zero probability, 100 meaning metaphysical certitude, what's the probability that the 8 remaining hostages will be free within, say, 90 days?
It depends totally on Bush. If he really pursues this thing, I think there's a 5 out of 10 chance he can get them back.
What do you say?
I'd say it was 0 before the Israelis acted, and now it's maybe 20%.
What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable, what Fred said.
What do you
I don't think
say?
we'll get out.
You don't?
No.
I think it's better slightly than 50%. We'll be right back.
We go hand in hand, you and me. We are threads in the invisible tapestry.
People helping people. At GE, it's part of everything we do, so that every product and service we provide is the best it can be to help you reach your dreams.
GE, glad we can help.
I have to cancel.
I keep canceling.
I have to cancel.
Why do you keep putting it off?
Mother, I'm not...
GE's breast cancer detection system.
I keep meaning to.
Did you go? I'm too busy.
It can detect tumors too tiny to be felt.
I had such a busy week. I'm going to go next week. I can't find the time.
I just haven't had time. When?
It can help increase the survival rate to 91%.
I'll go when I have the time. Next week.
I can't next week.
Don't As soon as I can find the time, I'll go.
But there's one thing GE can't do. We can't make you go.
It's nothing to worry about. I just couldn't go.
The Proctor National Bank is closed for the holiday.
This is Dr. Martell. We are closed until tomorrow.
Due to record snowfall, all town services will be closed.
You have reached Lucci Plumbing. I am indisposed at the moment.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, but we are not here.
Ever try to get help on a holiday or even a weekend? It's nearly impossible. Unless, of course, you're calling one very special number.
GE Answer Center may help you.
365 days a year, 24 hours a day, GE's Answer Center is there to help. Whether you're thinking of buying a GE appliance or already own one.
My son just put marbles in the ice maker.
Don't worry, man.
Weekends, holidays, or darkness of night, the GE Answer Center never closes.
GE Answer Center, happy holidays.
You're open. I can't believe it.
We're always here. How can I help you?
Issue 2. See you in September. The 101st Congress is expected to shut down this weekend for an August vacation amidst a flurry of hearings, paperwork, and votes. The lawmakers convened 7 months ago in January, and these 7 months have produced this. A 51% pay raise for Congress that was finally aborted. An ugly rejection of defense nominee John Tower. the endless ethical bloodbath that forced the resignations of House Speaker Jim Wright and Democratic Whip Tony Quello. The Bush veto of Congress's minimum wage package over a 30 cents per hour dispute. A foreign aid bill. The House's dual vote to permit the District of Columbia to use public funding for abortions in defiance of President Bush's veto threat. And an SNL bailout formula whereby every man, woman, and child in America will be paying a minimum of $1,000 each to repair the graft and mismanagement of the thrift industry. That's your inventory of what your Congress did for you in the last 7 months. In September, after Labor Day, when the House and Senate return, this is what they face. Capital gains tax, child care, defense budget, minimum wage compromise, clean air legislation, the repeal of the catastrophic illness insurance tax, ethics reform, campaign finance revision. Fred, you have some pretension, unconvincing as it may be, of being a Washington insider. Furthermore, more importantly, you write a column for Vogue magazine. That being the case, what's going to happen in September? Start with the catastrophic illness tax.
Well, there are two options. One is to cut the surtax that was passed last year in half, or to eliminate the program entirely. And I think they'll cut the surtax in half.
And I think we all share that same view. Fred, what's going to happen with child care?
The Democrats are going to get their bill through. They've added some parts of the Reagan bill, an earned income tax credit, but it's probably one that Bush is going to have to veto.
Capital gains.
That is, Richard Darman has handled this brilliantly. He's got the Democrats moving in his direction. Some kind of a capital gains tax will pass in September, and then maybe when there's a new budget package for next year, they may get a further capital gains cut.
Yeah, what that calls, he's going to probably get a Rostenkowski indexed capital gains.
And Tom Foley is going along with that.
But you know what this whole thing, what this points to is that, and what's not on your list, is the single thing that needs to be done more than anything else is to deal with the deficit problem, or at least confront it. And they haven't, and all these other things are shallow and thin for that reason.
Well, capital gains will raise revenue.
I think
capital gains will raise revenue in the long run, even if they're
in the short run.
I want to hear from Christopher.
This has been a smooth session, except for the right matter and except for the pay issue. I mean, it's been smooth between the president and the Congress because they haven't really done anything. They've shared the conspiracy to cover up every major problem we have in this country. It's the mellow yellow year for Congress and the president. Everything is mellow and everything is yellow. They don't take on any tough fight. Now, the budget they didn't take on. They said they weren't going to raise taxes, and they covered over the big deficit. Now, in the SNL thing, they did the same damn thing. They couldn't decide how to cover it up, with a waiver or make it off budget. So they split the cover up down the middle. This is the kind of administration relationship we're having with Congress. Get nothing done, but shake hands.
I want to get back to capital gains.
Capital gains, John. I think that the administration has the votes to win the fight outright.
Wait.
If they'll force it to a victory.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Bush's plan is to cut it from 28 to 33%, down to 15%. Now there's talk by Ed Jenkins, who happens to be a boll weevil with the other boll weevils. That means that they're moving against Rostenkowski to bring it up to 20% instead of 15% over 2 years to broaden the base of it. Rostenkowski is saying, on the other hand, no, we're going to index the tax, and that's going to be it.
No,
now, what's going to be the upshot? Do you know?
Yes, I know what's going to happen. You're probably going to have a compromise that's going to have indexing of capital gains taxation, and secondly, some kind of premium or some kind of advantage for long-term holding so the churners don't make all the money, the people that save their money make it.
Back to bonds, minimum wage. There's a 30% difference per hour between Bush, which is why he vetoed it, and the Congress, i.e. the Democrats.
Not percent, 30 cents.
30 cents.
The ball's in the Democrats' court. Bush has prevailed so far. It's up to them to come forward and accept this, and they haven't decided yet.
Will that be a compromise?
I doubt it.
I hear there will, and Tom Foley told me that, in fact, just a few hours ago.
There doesn't have to be a compromise this year. It'd be nice for the Democrats to have a compromise early next year.
Right.
Clean air. Let's get to clean air. Can you speak to that?
Well, clean air is something that Bush has a proposal up there, and Dingell, John Dingell, your buddy, is endorsed it, a Democrat, but they will probably get a tougher bill. Stronger than Bush's, will pass Congress.
Are they going to be able to resolve the difference of opinion between George Mitchell and Senator Byrd on the Senate side? Can you speak to that?
I haven't got the foggiest idea, but there is going to be a tougher bill that is clearer than the one that's there.
Right.
You want to make...
That is one of Foley's primary objectives, in fact, in September, is to get a clean air bill through.
Do you want to make any passionate reference to the defense budget? You know the difference between the House? I know you've been out of the country.
Yes, John, I can't help.